What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent patron saints, Thar Dorwin, Colt Seaman, Julius Urado Jr., Thoher, OM Gino, Great on Booth, and Ethan Bergeron. Thank you so much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link below in the description to find out more. Thanks again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of Renegades React. Today we are going to be watching an old school JonTron. You know, one where he actually plays video games, which, you know, that's actually how Jon got his start. He made funny videos about him playing video games, and then he did the Game Grumps he started the Game Grumps with Aaron for a year, and then after that he sort of was just like, you know, I gotta make a video. I gotta go back to my channel and make videos about video games some of the time, not all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And he went back to his own his channel after being on Game Grumps for a year and just decided, hey, let's make whatever I want. And yeah,
I think I read a post from him recently. Or something about where he was talking about people still asking if he's going to do game videos, and he's like, basically, he still wants to, and he said, like, finding some of those games and stuff, I think is harder than you would think.
Yeah,
and,
well,
I think that's what I read anyways.
Dude, we were talking earlier about potentially doing a video on Steel Battalion.
Yeah.
With the full, like, controller. Like,
I would be super stoked to check that out because I never got to try that. And that
yeah, my best friend has it.
Yeah.
It's in Johnson City, all of it.
Yeah.
Dude.
We need to go get it, and we need to hook it up to the big screen TV downstairs and just have us playing it on there, just like
I'm ready.
Oh my God!
I'm ready.
If you guys would let me, if he would let me while you have it, I would love to do like a full stream of it, honestly.
Oh, that'd be awesome. We could have a camera directed down, like, so people could
board.
see the full board and panel, like you arming the missiles and firing.
He said it's like one of the hardest things he's ever played.
I'm sure it is.
It's got 60 plus buttons, and you got to use like everything to make it move, the mech suit. But,
dude, it would be so fun to learn to
control.
play, though.
Yeah. I mean, and of course, it has the eject button as well, the big red button over on the side. You flip the little panel thing up, and you hit it, and your pilot ejects, and the mission's over. It's like, damn, I love that. Imagine if they would have synced that, found a way to sync that up. I wonder if there's a way we could sync it up to the computer and mod it to where we can use it in like Ace Combat or Mech Warrior.
I don't know. I'm sure there's people who have already done stuff like that.
Probably. I mean, I'd like to see what kind of craziness we could get into with that whole board.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it's pretty crazy.
But in terms of video games, there was a little bit. There's Microsoft has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with certain treatments of certain video game developers. For instance, Rare, creators of Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3,
Perfect
Dark, GoldenEye, and Battletoads. And I know there's others, and what does Microsoft decide to do with them? I know. Let's make them a Kinect development team. Microsoft?
As if it wasn't bad enough, you made a console that died on basically everybody that owned one.
Yeah, and while the Kinect has good uses with certain things, it's not very usable on an Xbox. I hate to be the bearer of bad news on that, but more people do motion capture stuff with them than they actually do on the Xbox.
Really?
Yeah, dude. People hook them up to their computers and literally do like motion capture stuff. They like get themselves like waving their hands and their wrists and everything, and it's like, yeah, the amount of stuff that you can do with the Kinect is awesome, but you can't do anything like that on the Xbox.
Hulk Hogan has a game There's a Hulk Hogan game I have for Kinect where you like motion your arms to like slam people, and you have matches by swinging your arms and stuff. It is so funny.
You know what?
It is super frustrating.
You know what? We need to do like a video highlighting that kind of stuff.
I've got a decent amount of Kinect games. I should anyway if I haven't traded them off.
Well,
they're hard to get rid of. Trust me.
Yeah, they are. Well, I have no doubt.
Yeah, I bet.
But I remember when Kinect was announced, they showed this awesome one where you could actually like fight a guy.
Yeah.
And you like punched him and he went flying back, and you did like a running motion forward to keep fighting him. Like, that's awesome. And nothing like that ever came out.
There's a pretty good UFC workout one.
Well, yeah, that's Mike Dolce. I mean, Mike Dolce
that one's pretty good.
Mike Dolce is quite literally the UFC workout guy.
Yeah.
I mean, and if it works, it works.
Yeah.
But JonTron, but there was a Star Wars game that was released on Kinect.
I've got it.
And
I've never played it.
The atrocities within that are numerous, including actually, you know what? Hey John, why don't you tell us all about it? No, baby. Ah, yes, the older intro.
So that's the Star Wars on Kinect is the kind of thing that sounds really good in theory.
Yeah.
But you'd have to have the execution right, and I'm sure they don't.
Oh, imagine Rogue Squadron with the Steel Battalion.
Since the dawn of time, mankind has strived for one thing. Within the vast libraries of our collective conscious lies a single, solitary dream. We all stand united as one in our common effort to make a Star Wars game where it feels like you're actually using a lightsaber. That distant notion of becoming a Jedi, it
Those
keeps us
games
going,
are hard as hell.
keeps us driven
yeah.
as a race of beings. Many have tried and failed. But alas, don't give up hope, for the prophesied day has finally come. The game we've been waiting for all these years has arrived, the one to give us what we have all needed so direly. Star Wars Kinect.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, me either. Well, let's just put it in and see what happens when I push the go button. Now just to grab the game.
Always watching.
This is staring at me. Well, holy hell. Apparently everyone wanted to be a part of this game because there's like a bajillion company splash art animations right at the beginning. Jeez.
We're most excited to have you supervise our mission.
Kinect Star Wars. Believe it or not, I was actually looking forward to this one. The ads were well made, and I thought, hey, maybe they could be onto something here. And I mean, the presentation so far is appealing. I mean, freeform lightsaber fighting, you can't beat that idea. Right, so you can either raise your hand over this here button to start the game, or say Xbox. Because I won't look like a total asshat doing that. Xbox! Xbox! I'm goddamn upstanding with this right now. Xbox! So R2-D2 and C-3PO are always present at the menu screens, talking their talk and narrating what you do. And if you leave the Kinect area, they get all confused.
The commander just... Oh my goodness. You're right. Commander! Commander!
Okay, I got it. It's kind of cute.
That is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
These menus. Real responsive. And by responsive, I mean my one Hot Wheel with the fucked up tires was more functional than this.
Oh.
I want you to watch me try to do this. I want you to watch the whole thing. Just take a look. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright, maybe I went too much of an angle. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go in easy this time. 8. Alright, let's go so easy you couldn't possibly miss. 9. Nope. I don't know who invented buttons. This is way fucking easier. Who needs buttons when you got Kinect? How much you say this Kinect thing was again? $150? No, yeah. It's a completely reasonable price. It's a good webcam. Alright, so let's start off with Jedi Destiny Dark Side Rising. That's basically the story mode in this game. There are other minigames included, but we'll get to those in a bit. So I gotta select my Padawan, huh? Yeah. So where's Luke? I wanna play as Luke, or Han Solo, or fucking anybody. I'll play as that guy. I'll play as goddamn that guy. Just give me someone I know. Who the hell are these people? Ara Baroda? Cassie Shauril? Vanilla Druce? Vanilla fucking Druce? What kind of name is that? Okay, if I could just go back. If I could just go back, go back to the previous menu. Right, whatever. I'll go with Zitara Man. Why the hell not?
Man.
So here we are in the Padawan Academy. Excuse me, Padme Academy. Fuck! Oh, look at that. You get free range with your hands.
Hey, that's kind of cool, Kinect. Not bad. Okay, sorry, okay? Just stop staring at me like that.
Okay, so you get your lightsaber here, and wow, it actually follows your hand pretty decently. I mean, considering it is the Kinect we're talking about. It's a little shaky, but I can forgive it for now. Oh my god, why isn't my lightsaber on? Oh my god! So the first level is like the Wookiee planet or whatever. I guess it's a planet where everyone does really bad impressions of beloved Star Wars characters.
Say the same for you. We once did.
Oh.
Long ago.
There is a darkness rising in the galaxy, and the Sith Master waits in the shadows.
Oh no. Yoda, even though this is technically 100 or so years before your demise, I think you're already dead.
Council thanks you. We know you understand the importance of this undertaking.
Okay, that's not even close. Come on.
Man, I don't think I can tackle this alone. You know who I need? The
Oh, Gerard! Yes!
So this
Awesome.
part's pretty cool, I guess. You lean left and right like you're on a speeder. It's decently responsive, but
Gerard the
definitely not good enough
Completionist.
for it to be anything close to competitive.
Just take a chill pill and pretend you're on Endor, baby.
Look at that beard.
Also, all you have to do to shoot is go behind someone and it does it automatically. Yay. So here it is. The thing everyone was waiting for. Mowing down baddies with your lightsaber.
Come on, Gerard. Let's do this.
It's so easy. It's so easy. You literally just wave your hand around all over the place and you win. Simple as that. And this one move here where you just wave your saber all over the place, just woo! Somebody had a field day with that one. Your character just sort of auto-paths, but you can, and I quote, you can, and I quote, move forwards by doing this.
How else would you do it?
You know, I want to say I like this, but it's just so imprecise that it barely feels like you're controlling it. You can just ride around all over the place and you'll still kill every last droid like it was your goddamn birthright. It's so close. It's so close to being correct.
If
but
you are a
falls
Jedi, then that's
just
pretty much what you
short.
do.
I noticed that
Yeah.
while I was playing
guess.
this, I was actually experiencing something I'm not too familiar with. I think they call it a childlike wonder and fun. But then I realized, it wasn't really the game itself, it was more the fact that I was pretending to be a fucking Jedi. Imagination is half the battle in this. I mean, for shit's sake, I had no idea if my moves were even registering or not. I mean, come on, the Kinect can barely handle menu navigation. I was just swinging away like Star Wars kid with a snake in his pants and having the time of my life.
You ready for this, Gerard?
As unwilling as I'll ever be.
Let's do this.
Yeah! Oh, that poor
Of course.
Star
I think
Wars
that's about
kid.
as much of the main story that I can handle right now. Let's check out the rest of the mini
Galactic dance-off.
Let's begin with pod racing. I actually have high hopes for this one. I was a pretty huge fan of Star
No,
Wars
no, no, no,
Episode
no.
1 Pod Racer.
That was a
Man, if
good
there was
game.
ever a
Yeah,
good
no
thing to
shit.
come out of the prequels, it was that game. Tight controls, great graphics, amazing atmosphere. Hopefully this one lives up. I mean, the ideal way to play a pod racing game is with virtual pod racing controls. If you haven't played the pod racing arcade game, well, frankly, you're missing out. It's
That
pretty
was a
much
good
pretty
one,
cool.
too.
So, here we are on Coruscant, one of my favorite places in the Star Wars universe. I have to admit, the graphics and presentation in this mode are great, but just like before, it really falls short in the control aspect. It's terribly imprecise, and it takes no skill whatsoever. Like before, everything's basically on a set track, and while you can move slightly left and slightly right, you'll always end up gravitating back towards the middle. It's either all the way left or all the way right. The Kinect can't pick
Yeah,
up the
that-
minute detail, which honestly leaves
It's not
me
even
wanting
really a
more.
game
This
then.
right here
No.
would have been something great if the technology was better, rather than just being a fun distraction. I think it's really saying something when most Kinect games play themselves. I am the controller, huh? Well, I think you might be exaggerating a bit there. Right, next up, Rancor Rampage. Oh, no. That's terrible. seriously, Jesus Christ, look at him! You just go around as a Rancor and destroy everything and kill everyone! Oh, sweet Jesus! You know, I can't really help but feel like this is out of place in this generally kid-friendly Star Wars game. It's really violent. I mean, this is the worst day of these people's lives.
Why
Fathers,
is there not a
mothers,
Godzilla
brothers,
game like this?
I agree.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm a cowboy and he... I don't recall the part in the movie where Mos Eisley gets completely destroyed, but they can retcon it later after Jar Jar Binks and young Anakin Skywalker and all three of the prequels. It keeps wanting me to do this charge attack that I swear I just can't get it to do. Next up then, Duels of Fate. Hey, it's got Darth Vader on the front and it's got the promise of cool lightsaber dueling. Maybe it'll be cool. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. It's just incredibly bland lightsaber fighting where the enemies telegraph their attacks and you block them. Next! Alright then, that leaves one last game.
No,
One final piece to possibly redeem this heap of lost potential. Galactic Dance-Off. I wonder what that could be.
Cloud City's always looking for new talent. You think you have what it takes?
There's no way this is real. Oh my god.
No way! Are you serious?
Oh my god.
I can't believe this! I truly can't believe
Oh my
this
god!
When I first saw...
You know...
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
You know... Okay. I gotta be honest here, guys. At this point... I can't believe I'm saying this. I truly believe the Mandela effect is a real thing. Like, we've slipped into an alternate timeline where this exists.
And has existed for a while.
Yes!
We're further down the mountain to a
This is
crash of all civilization that we know, and
wow.
When did this game come out?
I don't know, man. I think it's like 2013 or something like that.
Right after. Let's take a look.
April 3rd of 2012. So yeah.
So around.
This was probably the beginning of the alternate timeline.
Yeah, this may have caused the alternate timeline. It may be.
Maybe
it may
they
have
thought
just.
it was that particle, but it was actually Star Wars Kinect that
No, it just the
destroyed
Kinect
everything and
happened.
sent us into an alternate timeline.
The Kinect ruined everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hadron Collider created the Kinect, and it has ruined everything ever since. Jesus.
Makes sense. Adds
Kinect
up,
is
folks.
like indirectly the reason Donald Trump is president right
Yeah.
now.
Who knows?
Imagine a place where rhyme and reason make no sense at all. You have now entered Post-Hadron Collider.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the Mandela effect. God.
The Kinect effect.
Yeah.
Needs to be changed.
All right, let's get back to this. So it's almost over.
All this, I was honestly confused. I just had no idea if what I was looking at was real or not. Was this a joke? Was this in earnest? I have no idea. All I can tell you is I am goddamn loving it. Well, if you can't beat him, join him.
No.
If I'm
John,
not mistaken,
don't.
I believe they've taken the engine from another Kinect game, Dance Central, and slapped the Star Wars skin on it.
Yes.
And wow. Let's
That's what
just
it
say
looks
Lando,
like.
Princess
Wow.
Leia, and Han Solo have never looked more fabulous. I don't even know where I am anymore. I must have felt like an acorn. Don't fall off your horse, you're gonna break your... You know, for all this game's flaws, I have to admit, I still had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely not the virtual reality future game we'd all been hoping for since the days of playing Super Star Wars on our old CRTs. But there's something to be said for a game that can make us smile in that most innocent of ways. A game that can surprise you with that same charming feeling you get when opening a present on Christmas morning or playing a great arcade game. No, this game is not perfect. In fact, if you're looking at it objectively, it's pretty goddamn terrible. But look past it, and I think you're left with something special.
It's a shitty game, but I had fun with it, okay? Alright, I'll tell you what. There's one last thing on the menu here. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek before we end things.
Scan M-Tag? I wonder what this could be.
PlayStation, move!
Wow.
Jesus.
Like the quadruple Wilhelm scream. Nice.
Well, I guess I won't be playing that game ever.
Doesn't
I
look
probably
worth
will
it.
just for the hell of it, but damn.
Yeah, I'll bring it down to you to check out. I
Yeah.
think I actually paid like $12 for it or something like that. I was trying to collect Star Wars games at the time, and
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
not the smartest decision I've ever made, obviously.
Well, I remember when they ditched the Kinect after when the Xbox One rolled around. There were a litany of problems with it. Biggest thing being their DRM stuff, where it always had to be online, and it always had to
Have the Kinect.
Yeah.
You had to have it, or
Yeah.
it wouldn't operate correctly. It's just like, what the hell are you thinking?
That's just absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should not have to have the internet to play video games. I'm super against like shit that won't let you play a game or whatever unless you're logged in and sign into their networks and stuff.
For some reason, Bethesda apparently is requiring Switch players to have a Bethesda account and be logged into the internet to play Doom 1 and 2 on the Switch.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What's wrong with y'all?
Lots of stuff, apparently.
What's wrong with y'all?
Y'all brothers is crazy.
But the truth about that whole situation is, like, they're gaining something from that. Like, they're gaining data or something that they're going to use to market with.
Probably.
It has to be something like that. Because if not, then fucking why? Why would you make people go through the bother of that when they just want to buy a freaking game
I don't know.
and play it?
I don't know.
Why?
I guess DRM, but like, how many people are fucking modding their Switch to steal games?
Well, here's the one thing. Okay.
It's like there's lots of other systems you can do that with a lot easier.
Yeah, but here's the one thing about game piracy. You know, everyone talks about, oh, game piracy, it's a terrible thing, this and that. They've actually shown game piracy has no effect on a game's sales at all. They've actually shown that the majority of people who pirate the games, they say upwards of 80%, still buy the game. Which is a weird thing, but hey, if your game is good...
I think it's because a lot of PC players, like back in the day before Steam reviews and stuff were really a thing, literally would pirate games just to see if it was going to run on their system and if it was worth playing, if they liked it. And then if they liked it, they'd go buy it.
Yeah.
To support the developers. So.
But yeah, there's so much that the Switch there that the Xbox One did wrong at launch, the DRM thing, and then having the Kinect bundled with it, and you couldn't buy one without it.
Yeah, you had to have the Kinect.
Yeah, it's like the Kinect is a
I've got one,
necessary
and it
piece.
is a fucking log. It sits in my closet, and it just collects space there.
I've got one too. I bought it to try and use on my computer for motion capture. That's it.
I had a PS4 camera. All I
Well,
really
those
used
you
it
can
for
use
was to
with the
stream.
VR and shit, though.
Yeah,
You
those
know?
are actually pretty fun.
Like,
all I did with it though ever was use it for a webcam for streaming. So,
Yeah,
I mean it was a fucking expensive webcam, but
yeah. Oh, also here soon I might be getting a VR headset. That's, fingers crossed.
Look out, folks.
Fingers crossed, and hope that everything will work out.
That'd be
That
kick-ass.
sounds fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
But all that being said, I mean, this game, I don't know if I'd want to play it. I don't know. I mean,
You said you would. I'll bring it down to you.
I say it
I've got
now.
it.
I say it now, and I probably will change my mind. I'm on the fence about it. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna say it. I was about to say this almost makes me miss Last Jedi, but then I remembered how stupid of a statement that would be, and I stopped myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's been some terrible Star Wars stuff take place.
Yeah, this isn't the worst thing.
Like, this is something, if you guys were going to make a video about it, I would probably play it for a minute just to see what it's like, but I have no desire to touch it.
Also, the fact that he had Gerard with him, Gerard the Completionist, who is one of the coolest people ever, and also, real quick, y'all see that? Gerard and Alex both signed this when I saw them at a convention. Cool people, really cool people.
Hell yeah.
And Gerard, he actually stated that he was going to make another video on this. And, God, that's such a terrible fucking game.
Oh, is it?
Oh, dude, horrible game.
Never did really
Yeah, I've
play
never
it.
played it either.
Well, they're the Super Beard Bros. The Super Beard Bros, they do Let's Plays and stuff like that, and they have fun. And Gerard's the completionist. I believe, how many games has Gerard completed? Let me see. I think in total, I'm talking, and when I say completed, I don't mean like, oh, he finished the game. I mean literally, he unlocked everything. He literally, from beginning to end, beat the game like handily.
Hence the name, the completionist.
Has Gerard completed? The completionist. Here we go.
220 games over the
No,
past
he's
5
over
years.
300 now. I know that. Let's see. I'll just go to his YouTube channel. I mean, Gerard the Completionist. There we are, the Completionist. Finally passed 1 million subs here in the last year or so.
Ever since the dawn.
And damn, I'm glad that he's over 1 million now, because he has been oh god. Oh yeah, he did a completionist of the Celeste, which is awesome.
In cooking.
Why is it only 23 minutes long?
Well, it's not a complete. It's not like the complete playthrough.
Oh.
He goes over it and does like highlights and stuff like that. Talks about it.
I bet that one gave him an aneurysm or two.
Probably. I mean, Gerard's pretty easy going when it comes.
Like,
to
I
this
played
stuff.
through the regular game, and then I saw what the B-side levels were, and I was just like, yeah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Two things real quick before we start.
Okay, so yeah, Indie Land. He tours the country a lot, and he actually came to East Tennessee not too long ago.
Really?
For a yeah.
See, I like challenging games, but I don't like having aneurysms.
Well, Gerard also used to be a professional. Yeah, here's his intro. We'll do this just for the hell of it, because Gerard's one of my favorite people ever.
Together when I complete Celeste.
Is it doing the stupid thing?
Sounds like it. Or
Hold on.
doesn't sound like it, rather.
Yeah, rather doesn't sound like it. Let me restart the TV. Sometimes the audio goes out on this stupid thing.
Stupid.
Fucking. Becky, please. Becky. What? Why you steal my food?
Just play the sound, Becky.
Yeah. There we go. And now, bring the sound back up. Come on. Jesus. Come on. Hurry the hell up.
Edit this
This
part.
TV takes longer to start up than my PC does.
Holy shit, are you serious? This thing is stupid. It's like, as soon as the Vizio emblem comes up, it's supposed to start, but nope. It's like, yeah, you see? Look at that.
That noise was funny.
There, finally. Hey, Vizio, fix your fucking TVs, man. Jesus. Hey, there we go. Is it back on?
Here comes a new challenger!
Damn it all. Hold on. What the frick, man? Why is this... Okay, why the hell was that muted? That's weird.
Nah, you hit
Celeste.
with your elbow.
Here we go.
Here comes a new challenger! Yeah!
327.
You don't have it on the screen?
Danger!
Look at that beard. It's magnificent.
Nice.
Gerard has been doing has 327 games, dude. 327 completed. And the first 160, there was actually a controversy over the first 160. There used to be someone on the channel called Greg Wilmot. Greg Wilmot and Gerard were business partners. They did the Super Beard Bros together, and they did Completionists and all that. Greg threatened to sue Gerard if he did not remove every video that featured him because Greg wanted, and I quote, control over his image. To which Gerard was going to fight it, but then Gerard was just like, you know what? Screw it. Screw Greg and screw this. I'm just going to delete all the videos. And he did. And he deleted 160 of his completionist playthroughs. And he said in the video explaining why he was doing it, he said, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a new series called New Game Plus, where I go back and I recomplete the games again. And I'm like,
damn.
Oh my God, Gerard, we do not fucking deserve you, man. You are too much of it.
He's got too much time on his hands.
Well, dude, I mean, he makes a good living off of YouTube, and rightfully so. I mean, the guy does amazing videos and has great quality to them. I mean, I love the Completionists. I love Gerard and Alex, both. I mean, they're both very funny guys, and they're both very, very nice. And if I could ever chill with them, I think it'd be cool as hell. But they live in Cali, so
I'm down to go to Cali.
Opposite side of the country.
Cali would be like one of my preferred places to go visit.
Yeah. Visit, yeah. Live,
yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, no.
No, I'd rather live in Colorado than friggin' Cali at this point.
There's not really much in California I can think of that I would really want to go to.
Oh, dude, I'd love to go to like Venice Beach and like see all the freaks and geeks out on the streets. I mean,
yeah.
And then of course go see some certain sites in Hollywood. Go to the Valley and see some of the old sets that they still have up, like from the 1930s and 40s, like huge, like massive sets from these huge desert epics that they built out there. It's awesome to see.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'd love to see stuff like that, but overall, man, I mean, I'd go there just to meet up with people like Gerard and have a blast, go out for some drinks and just be like, hey, let's play some video games.
Dude, seeing the like aerial footage of the traffic in LA and shit is nightmarish.
Fuck no, Snick. Fuck no. I've been through it. I thought Atlanta traffic was bad. Dude, I thought driving through Atlanta traffic was bad. LA, y'all got it. Y'all got everybody beat. Even worse than New York, and that's saying something considering there's twice as many people there. It's because most people in New York take like the subway and the buses and stuff like that. And yeah, oh God. All right, well, we've ranted and raved enough about this. This was JonTron Star Wars Kinect with Gerard the Completionist. Check out both of these guys. You know, JonTron always puts out funny videos. Gerard the Completionist always doing his thing, completing video games for the good of mankind. And if you want to see more from us, a little subscribe button right down there and a little bell that you can ring to stay notified. And also, if you want to see, if you want to help support us and everything, head over to our Discord or our Patreon, either or. I mean, yeah, appreciated no matter where you go. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chad.
And we will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Of course I got the clap.
Somebody could edit that out of context.
Yeah.
This guy. Yeah. All right.